So, boxing fanaticos, this is Enter to do another boxing analysis. This is a post-fight analysis between Manny Pacquiao, the A Division world champion and the living legend and the hero, the idol of the Philippines and the savior, so to speak, of the Philippines. He is a senator in the Philippines and he does so many other things. Very big humanitarian. Versus Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn did the impossible, he did the unthinkable, and he won the title in Brisbane, Australia. Now, I'm not so surprised. Everybody else is all up in orange. Manny Pacquiao's 38. People get tired of seeing the same person win if it's a close decision. If you want to go off the facts and the accuracy of everything, yes, Pacquiao did land more cleaner punches and everything. But when you come over to somebody else's country, you know what the deal is if you've been watching boxing. And he didn't follow the game plan of the art of hit not being hit. He wanted to give a great show for his fans and for his country. He had a lot of pride. And when you have pride, you can't be mad. And Pacquiao wasn't mad at the decision. He just was not mad at the decision. He probably was a little upset because he's a competitor, don't want to lose. But the truth of the matter is, he knew that when he let him off in the 9th round, he knew it wasn't enough. He knew it wasn't enough. He knew it. That's why he didn't really protest, get crazy, because he knew it wasn't enough. He doesn't have it anymore. I've been watching Pacquiao since 2007. No, 6, actually. And probably even a little bit further than that. I can say probably 2004 when I first saw him and saw him first Barrera and Marquez and Morales and everything. He's running through these guys, throwing 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 punch combinations. Even in the Juan Manuel Marquez 4th fight, I think that fight took the life, the soul from Manny Pacquiao in Mortal Kombat. And that's what really happened. I had Marquez when he knocked him out and Pacquiao couldn't throw that 4 and 6 punch combination anymore. I knew what was up in his last fights after that fight. He's not the same. He can throw 1-2s all day. He can even throw 1, 2, 3, 4 in the air because he threw a lot of 1, 2, 3, 4 in the air because his accuracy, his vision is not the same with those 8-ounce gloves on. Yes, he looks great in sparring. Freddie said he's knocking people out in sparring. I believe him. But when you take punishment, unnecessary punishment, when you have the speed and the skills to just box, and if the knockout comes, it comes. But that's not the approach that he took throughout his career. And that's why he's known as the fighter of the decade and this, that, and the third. But on the flip side of it, he's been in the game, supposedly, they said like 22 years or some shit. But he's been on top as a champion for 14 and 15, at the elite level. So, I mean, it is what it is. This happens to everybody. He's 38 years old. He slowed down. Horn, actually, I thought, and not just off no moral victory, I thought that he did very well. He exceeded expectations for me. I thought he was just going to get in there and get his ass knocked the fuck out because I was looking at his style and he throws such wide, slow punches. He's not super fast. And he was really, really faster than I thought. He still wasn't super fast, but he was faster than I expected. Pacquiao wasn't ready for it. But that's the coach. That's the coach's fault right there. Freddie Roach should have had him seeing every single style. So when he got in there, he knew, after the first round or second round to, wake up and just get all the cobwebs out and get to business. And that means landing accurate, straight left hands down the pipe, but first setting it off with your jab. You set everything up with your jab. That's what Manny was so special. That's how he beat Cotto. That's how he beat Margarito up so bad. And that was a fight that took a lot out of him too. Margarito almost knocked him out twice in that fight. And Manny threw back then 8, 12 punch combinations. He barely could get up to 700 punches tonight. That should tell you something. And Jeff Horn was not running. He was just circling and boxing. Circle and box. Off his back foot, turning. That's how you're supposed to face a fast, speedy southpaw. That is the ingredients to either defeating them or at least lasting to 12 rounds. But like I said, very good all-around fight. I had the first 2 rounds I gave to Horn. I did not give him to Pacquiao. I gave him to Horn. Horn came out with aggression, effective aggression. He was landing shots, Fuck what ESPN was talking about. They was biased as fuck. From Bradley to Teddy, all of them. You know, I like Teddy, but Teddy be on some other shit sometimes. And I'm just keeping it real. This is what I saw. You can go back and watch the fight. Watch it with no audio. And tell me what you got. You know, hit me up in the comment section below. You know, direct message me. I'll let you know. You feel me? And I just feel like Pacquiao is just not the same. He's not the same. He hesitates. He runs to the ref when he has a headbutt. When has he ever done that? I don't remember him doing that in the Marquez fight. I don't remember him doing that in the Morales fight. I don't care if it was a long time. I don't remember him doing that in the Haddon fight. Want to know why? Because in the Haddon fight, he was at his fucking karate dojo shit. Like, he was on his fucking Bruce Lee shit, Jeet Kune Do shit. I don't know if he needs to start watching more Bruce Lee videos, but he looked perfect. That's still, to me, his most flawless victory of a performance is that in the Diaz fight. The Diaz fight that people probably don't even remember, but he fought this guy named Diaz from Chicago. He was a hot contender at the time. Really, really talented. You know, was on the up and up, and Pacquiao destroyed him and flawlessly beat him in my judgment. But besides those two, I mean, Cotto gave him a beating. A whole bunch of people gave him a beating. Despite Cotto getting, you know, busted up and his eyes and shit was fucked up by the 12th round. And, Manny got the stoppage and everything. But, you know, I just feel like Manny's been in too many wars and it's caught up to him. People don't want to admit the truth because they're so infatuated with his aura. They're so infatuated with what they just can't imagine their idol, their hero, somebody that they look up to going on the downslope. He's just not the same. Even his muscle mass. And a lot of people, that's why people think he was on the juice. But that's for a whole nother segment. But it is something going on when, I understand age catches up with you. But man, that killer instinct, that meanness that he had in the Cotto, he was mad at Cotto. He wasn't happy. He was banging on his face 24/7, running at him, throwing 8, 12, 4-punch combinations just over and over and over and over and over. Angles, 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 jab, uppercut, jab, left uppercut, jab, left hook. I mean, he was just going crazy, and everything was a power punch. That's what made Pacquiao special, is he'll have one throwaway punch or two throwaway punch where he'll lead with the left hand, and then he'll come over hard, chop down with the right hook. I mean, he had so many different weapons, and that's what made him so dangerous, is because of his angles, you know, and his timing and his accuracy. That's why I fell in love with Pacquiao. It's because of his accuracy and knowing when to punch as an elite power punch, boxer, puncher, fighter. But anyways, Pacquiao did himself no justice. Horn won it in Australia. I'm not surprised. And Stephen A. Smith, go fuck yourself. Fuck you, my dude. Like, you sat up there and you destroyed boxing on national TV in front of hundreds of millions of people. Fuck you. And then you're going to praise the UFC? Fuck the UFC. But anyway, like I said, there's agenda to shame boxing into nothing. That's what these commentators and these bitch-ass people do. But then they praise UFC like it's some perfect existence when they got a whole bunch of fucked up shit going on in the UFC. But I'm not even gonna go that deep into it. I've already been talking and breaking down this post-fight analysis for about 10 minutes. Not gonna make it that much longer. On a final note, for my conclusion, Pacquiao let off the gas in round 10 and 11, especially after round 9. The fight was already close. Like I said, I gave him the early rounds to Horn. Horn impressed me with footwork, and he was controlling the fight with his footwork. Go back and look at the footwork of Horn. Had Pacquiao very confused in those beginning rounds. And people just act like those right hands that Horn landed was nothing. He was landing some beautiful, beautiful right hands and left hooks to Manny Pacquiao's chin. But anyways, Pacquiao needs to retire, and this is me, you know, showing love to Pacquiao because I don't want to see him get knocked out silly by Errol Spence, because that's what will happen. Errol Spence will break